want to go to Hoth? Seriously? The day just keeps getting stranger. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
I've never even heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
This is starting to sound less and less like a good idea.
There's a reason I spend most of my time up here instead of on the planet. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see just about anyone who's not in an Imperial uniform these days. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Did you find out what caused the explosion? Or more importantly, who?
No time to investigate. Everyone who's left is working around the clock to keep our heat and shields running. We still have men in the field on a critical mission. Or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold. I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
Just tell me where the action is.
They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these. Fresh weapons and supplies. Then they might make it back. And thank you. Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Auric Base is in bad shape. They took heavy casualties, and they need all the help they can get.
See? I told you to stop being so negative. They didn't leave us. They're just nearly all dead.
Right. You're a model of optimism. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them. Which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base. You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. It was a lucky day for us when you decided to come to Hoth. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
Those soldiers didn't run into any Imperials on the way back, did they?
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
There's no need to panic. I can answer the distress signal.
Thank you. I don't know what we'd do if you weren't here. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
When they saw the distress flare, Auric Base thought you were about to be slaughtered.
It worked! When I got a It worked! When I got a transmission from the Tals, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Kresh Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is gonna be fabulous for morale.
Glad to hear things are working out.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
Sounds like you could use a professional.
Those people have been kicked around by everyone who's come here. The Orderlands were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
I'll go see what can be done to save these colonists.
Thank you. Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found him. Good luck.
Don't be afraid. I'm not with the Empire. I came to help you.
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
Come on out. You're probably not going to get to see another hero up close, you know.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you, if you only let us.
When did you tell him this? Maybe we can still stop him if we hurry.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
After what you've done, you deserve to rot in there. Lieutenant, you better get out of there. You're sitting on top of a gas mine and the Empire's about to blow it up.
What? Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
If this doesn't work, it's gonna get very hot very fast over there.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded and Kolto tanks. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Orderlands have betrayed us.
I knew I shouldn't have listened to that little blue creep.
He sent you straight into an Imperial ambush. The Orderlands have cut a deal with the Empire. They get this facility in exchange for handing you over.
Well, I don't intend to be handed over. So how do we put a stop to this?
They're setting up an ambush, just a little further down the tunnel. If you hurry, you can catch them before they're ready. Don't kill me. You've got to understand. I had no choice.
I don't have to listen to this load of garbage.
Please, just hear me out. The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
You agreed to kill me and everyone at Auric Base, and I shouldn't kill you because...
Because you're so much nobler than I am? What happens to me now?
You've done enough damage.
No!
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here. Surrender your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
I noticed that you didn't specify returning me alive.
A minor detail. Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless? Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
They can't leave Hoth, so it's better to blow them to bits?
I see that we're not going to be able to have an intelligent discussion here. Very well then. I'll make this quick and painless.
That was a mother of a fight. I can't believe we stopped them in time.
That was so easy I fell asleep doing it.
The area's secure. Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to explode.
Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
guess I could spare some time for your general now.
Just a moment. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command? General, do you read me?
This is Ando, and you must be the spacer that Lieutenant Laskin has been telling me about. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
If I hadn't come here, Auric Base would be a smoldering crater. The lieutenant should be stripped of his rank.
I have to admit, it was only good luck that you happened along. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby relieved of duty. You'll be leaving Auric Base on the next transport. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I didn't ask to speak with you solely to offer congratulations, I'm afraid. We received a garbled transmission from Crash Outpost. We suspect the signal was being jammed. The only word we could make out was Chiss.
I'll go there and find out what's happened.
I know we've asked a lot of you already. I assure you, the Republic knows how much she owes you for this. Good luck out there. Ando out.
Well, this is a surprise. You've got good timing. Normally I wouldn't expect anyone to come to this outpost, let alone a spacer. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
Finally get that dinner invitation?
Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial Intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
You wouldn't be showing me this if you thought it was just an Imperial trick.
I think that Chiss would never choose to appear weak, even to bait a trap. He has to be desperate. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
If he's telling the truth, it's too great an opportunity to pass up.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. I don't have anyone who could pull this off. You're our best hope. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can, but if it does look like a trap, get out.
Turns out the blue guy was telling the truth. The Empire killed him. I found the data disk at least.
It's just as well. I'm not sure the men really wanted a Chiss hanging around here. The data disk is the critical thing. Let's get a look at it. Lieutenant, we need this decrypted.
Yes, sir. This is from Imperial Intelligence. It looks like it's a strategic assessment of the Ortolan geothermal power station. Maps, avenues of attack.
The geothermal station is currently held by the White Maw. If the Empire takes it from them, we're in trouble.
Exactly what will happen if the Empire's plan succeeds?
Capturing the power station would give the Empire a completely self-sufficient fortified base on our doorstep. They'd be able to launch attacks from there with impunity. We'd never drive them out.
What do you suggest we do to stop them?
We don't have the manpower to defend that power station. Once you leave, the Empire could just take it. There's only one thing to do. Destroy it before they get there. Take these remote charges.
Time for a little mayhem.
It's not ideal, but we can't let the power station fall into Imperial hands.
You got a name? At least you have your freedom. Go. Start over somewhere else. Not everyone gets a happy ending.
Our long-range sensors just picked up the explosion inside the geothermal plant. Nice work. The Imperials will be furious. I wish I could see their faces. Thank you. You've probably just saved the lives of half the soldiers on Hoth.
If everything here is secure, Major, I'm probably needed elsewhere.
There are a lot of people on Hoth who could probably use your help. Listen, I know this is asking a lot, but we've lost contact with Lieutenant Kirill at 10th Outpost. I don't know what's happened there, but I suspect they're in trouble.
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
Who is this, and why isn't he in chains?
Captain Biron is here attempting to solve a mutual problem. A group of white mob pirates called the Hailstorm Brotherhood.
They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
If you came to talk, talk.
My men are in the same situation as Lieutenant Kirill's, cut off with no resupply possible.
If we don't join forces, they'll whittle us down until we leave our outposts in search of food. Then we die.
How does that compare to being betrayed at some critical point by the enemy?
Without help, our deaths are a certainty. Anything is better. What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait would need to do is last until they arrive.
Feels a little like pushing me overboard and saying all I have to do is swim.
I hadn't thought of you volunteering, but we welcome the help.
Have no fear. My men are eager for payback. When the Brotherhood comes, the Empire will be hot on their heels.
Then it's agreed. Here's the distress flare and directions. Find a good vulnerable-looking spot in the snow. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides. You did it! I haven't seen that many dead Brotherhood since we first came to the planet.
Agreed. It was efficacious.
I'll assume that was the Imperial equivalent of enthusiasm, Captain.
It was. My scouts are in pursuit of the fleeing Brotherhood now. We'll see what they find.
Now is not the time to underestimate them.
My thoughts exactly.
Snowraptor, this is Hatchling. Come in, Snowraptor.
Go ahead, Hatchling.
We spotted the remainder of the enemy force entering the ice fortress. Coordinates attached.
If the remainder of their force is grouping at the ice fortress, they've been badly hurt. It's time to finish them.
The Captain's right. We're not going to get this chance again.
Makes as much sense as anything else.
All right. Our priority target is Master Sav. A cult without its beloved leader is a beast without its head.
Sav is a legend among the Brotherhood. We stranded him in the snow once, and left him for dead in Wampa country. He strangled one with a torn femur, and skinned it with his own claws. He showed up in the ice fortress weeks later, quite alive.
I won't give him a chance. And what do I have to do?
We'll need you to spearhead the team, eliminating Master Sav. Others will secure the turrets and the perimeter. The ice fortress will be swarming with Brotherhood. We'll have the teams meet up again in the audience hall. Be warned, the hall is a defensible area. They'll move the big guns there once they know we're attacking.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
All right. We'll monitor the situation from here. Meet up inside with Sergeant Cacho and Sergeant Enlicker. Their men will reinforce you as you push to the audience hall. Go quickly. Let's not give them time to get back on their feet.
Sergeant Enlicker reporting in, sir. We've received little resistance so far.
Sergeant Cacho reporting in, sir. You got here just in time for the fighting. These here are your unit. Straight on to the audience chamber. We'll fan out to intercept reinforcements.
Carry on, sergeants.
Right, taking point.
Sir, now that they're gone, do you seriously expect them to be allies?
They've shown us no ill will so far.
Of course, they conceal it until the time is right. I know Captain Biron from the old days when his unit took me prisoner. He likes the ambush, mind you.
I see where this is going, and I don't want to hear it.
Look, I just wanted to warn you to be careful, all right? There's not many of us left. I'll go keep an eye on that sergeant. You take the boys here.
Isn't this a surprise? The Republic and Imperials all bound together. What's wrong? Getting cold? Need to share body heat?
Master Sav, I presume.
None other. Have you come to put an end to the Brotherhood? Are you scared of our savage ways? Of course you are. There's no room in the galaxy for those who bow to neither Chancellor nor Emperor. Unless we make room. through blood and struggle.
That's the room, gentlemen. Take the turrets and secure the perimeter.
All units, find an Imperial. Reinforce their positions with small arms. Move out. This is the time. Don't let them dig in.
Now.
Move a muscle, Captain Biron, and you will be shot. Take his weapon.
Is this how the Republic treats its allies? You have more in common with the Sith than you realize.
I had no knowledge of this plan, Captain, but once begun, it would be suicide not to follow it through in all its aspects.
Sergeant Cacho remembers you as a treacherous snake, Biron. Remember him?
Ah, so this is petty revenge.
It's more about not taking chances with dangerous opponents.
Dangerous? You tell yourself that. You honor nothing and reward betrayers, just as the Sith do.
Take him away, and gag him so he can't listen to the sound of his own voice. That was unpleasant. I never got the impression he was as sadistic as the other Imperials.
He would have turned on you in a second.
It is one thing to know that intellectually, and another to believe it with the whole heart. But we have defeated the Hailstorm Brotherhood today, and acquired a valuable Imperial captive. It's hard to be sour with that. Well, the Hailstorm Brotherhood's come to an end, and we have no other crisis breathing down our necks. I almost feel relaxed. Been an honor to serve with you. Be careful out there.
Good. I was hoping we'd get someone with real guts. I'm Admiral Revald. The Zabrak with the sunny disposition is my chief engineer, Aram. Welcome to the best place on Hoth.
Shouldn't you be with the fleet?
I should be on the front lines. You see where we are? Take a good look around you. This is the turning point of the war. I don't know how much you've seen of the Republic presence on this snowball, but this is what it's all about. This isn't just a battle for Hoth. We went out here, and we've got the whole war with the Empire in the bag.
What makes this frozen wasteland worth fighting for?
Spread across that ice field is what's left of one of our capital ships. She was carrying a top-secret weapon prototype. The Null Cannon. It can fry all the machinery on a starship without giving the crew so much as a hangnail. With that weapon in our hands, we can push the Empire back to the unknown regions.
You wouldn't still be here if this were a simple salvage mission.
We found the wreckage. Trouble is, pirates got there first, snatched up several pieces of our prototype, striking from a hidden base. We've deployed the Tals and the infantry. They're taking heavy losses out there, and we're not any closer to getting the Null Cannon. We can't allow these thieving scum to leave Hoth with a weapon that can take out any starship in the galaxy.
Got it. Don't even need to write it down.
Sensors detect life forms in the nearby wreckage. The pirates may be making a grab for pieces of the Null Cannon's primary power core.
Keep an eye out for anything that will help us track the scum back to their lair. And contact me once all the fragments of the power core are secure. Go out there and bust some heads.
I've got your power core and a datapad with the location of the pirate hideout, Admiral. Anything else while I'm here?
You made quick work of that motherless space trash. Well done. Now our troops can take the fight to them.
I hate to interrupt, but the data suggests these components were from the ancillary, not main power core. That's bad.
Alright, what's the next step?
We panic? The pirates probably have the Null Cannon operational by now.
You'll have to go into their base after it. Hit those sons of Hutts before they know we're coming.
This sounds like something I could do, for a few more credits.
You'll get them. I'll see to it personally.
That datapad puts the pirate base inside a huge system of ice caverns not far from here.
Half the scum in the galaxy will be in there. Chief Engineer Aram and a squad of Tals will be on your heels. Once the pirates are down, Aram will secure the Null Cannon for transport. It'll be the mother of all fights. Good luck.
Look, neither of us wants to get killed today, right? So why don't we talk this over?
You seem about as trustworthy as a used speeder salesman.
But I think you can trust implicitly that I don't wish to die. It so happens that I can give you what you came for without any more of that unpleasant killing business. You want the Republic superweapon? Look around you. This hangar is filled with copies of it.
one for every ship in our fleet.
How could that be? It doesn't seem possible.
The Republic doesn't have a monopoly on clever engineers. I propose a trade. You leave here with the weapons, and we leave here with our lives. That's fair, don't you think?
I have a better idea. I take all the weapons and put a stop to you pirates at the same time.
You'll regret this.
The hangar is secure. For now, anyway.
They should have brought more pirates.
Right. Because on Hoth, a day without pirates would be like a day without frostbite. I'd better call in and report.
Aram, that you? Heavy fire. It's a lot of interference. What status?
Sir, we have the null cannon, but there's been a complication.
What was the... breaking up? Secure for immediate...
Blast it! I can't get the signal back. Now what do we do?
We were sent in here for the null cannon, and now we get it out of here.
We were sent here for one null cannon. Singular. Not dozens. The forces we have can just about hold this hangar long enough to get the prototype out of here, but the rest of these copies... The other pirates will get here soon, and once they have a weapon that can disable a capital ship, how many innocent people will die?
You got a brilliant plan, right?
The only way to keep the copies out of the pirates' hands is to overload the null cannon prototype. Wipe out everything in the hangar at once. The prototype would be fried, but I'd rather spend months fixing it than live knowing that even one of these copies was left behind.
We need this weapon to fight the Empire. We have to bring it back in working condition.
I guess the Admiral will be happy anyway. I'll go ahead and get the transport ready. I'll see you back at camp.
Congratulations. You've done the Republic a whopping huge service. Aram just gave me the good news. I knew you'd send those pirates packing. Well done.
The pirates copied the null cannon. I think we'll be seeing more of them.
I wouldn't worry about the pirates. Their puny little copies will be no match for our prototype. You've hit the Empire where it hurts today. I've already contacted Republic Command. They know what you've done for us here, and I'll make sure the Senate knows it too.
Very generous of you, Admiral. Just make sure they spell my name right.
Don't worry. If I have to, I'll deliver the report myself.
Transport is on its way. When the troops hear we're getting off this oversized snowball, they may declare a holiday in your honor.
Remember this day. This is the day the war was won, and don't let anyone tell you different. You did good work here. If I had a dozen men like you, this war would be over already.